And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again, another day committed to picking a fight with the mainstream media and always providing you the timely truth centered around real estate, credit, finance, mortgage, so much more. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Our number one goals are to educate, entertain, enlighten, and we want to engage with you so that we can help you win.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
Save our hotline number in your phone because at some point you're going to need it. 813-670-7372.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
813-670-7372. And make sure you check out our website, consumerqb.com. A plethora of information available for you on our website at consumerqb.com. You can see links to all of our expert contributors, 80 plus show partners, CPAs, financial advisors, attorneys, all types of home services. We talk about health, nutrition here on the show as well. So we're really expanding and growing, and we don't care if you're climbing a corporate ladder or if you throw a ladder in your truck on the way to work. This show's for you. We want to help you win. Intelligent Talk Radio. I've got some intelligent folks here in studio with me today. Back in studio, David Ringo, 3D Solar. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. How you doing?
Excellent, excellent. My pleasure. Thanks for coming back.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. So Fast 50, you got the Inc. 5000 now. Man,
Yes.
You guys are really setting some records, doing some great things.
We're on a roll right now. Yes, absolutely. We're having a fun time at it too as well. And something I don't think I mentioned to you, we're going to Anaheim. I just wrote this down. We're going to Anaheim next in 2 weeks to get another award for our specific for solar. It's Solar Power International.
Nice.
Top 500 contractor. We ranked 279th in the country. So
wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations again. That's awesome, man. And I think it's a testament, not only to your staff, your business, and the product, and I think, America is finally opening up to solar more and more.
Absolutely.
So that's awesome.
Absolutely.
We'll talk more about that. Also, Nick Kick making his debut to the Consumer Quarterback Show, our mortgage expert contributor, BBMC Mortgage. Welcome in, sir.
Thank you very much, David. How you doing today?
Hey, my pleasure.
Good. Looking
Awesome.
forward to this. Hoping to be able to help some people buy some homes and help them qualify for mortgages. So we'll definitely get into that in depth each week and find out ways we can help everybody.
Awesome. Yeah, we're going to talk about veterans out there, conventional FHA, different types of loan products, down payment assistance programs, lots of ways that you can live a better life and qualify and flipping the script from an owner occupied also to investor side. We're going to talk about some investors as well. Some great products coming back out in the non-QM is what Nick was telling me yesterday.
Yes.
So
it's bad to say anything else other than non-QM nowadays.
Yeah.
We don't want to hear subprime anymore.
We don't want to hear that word.
causes too much mess. We want to stay away from that as much as possible.
That's right. Yeah. All right. Good stuff. So Nick's in the house. We got Donna Baran as well back in studio. Donna, you got Baran Property Management. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me again. I'm glad to be here. It's been a little bit last time I sent my other half, so.
Yeah. He said you guys were out in the field, taking care of some things that came up. You got to
Taking care of business.
That's right. Yeah. And going above and beyond, it sounded like to me. You were out there. He said it was hot, and you guys were working to help one of your companies or one of your communities.
Yep, absolutely.
So awesome. Yeah. So property management is a big part of the real estate space, and we've got one of the best here in studio with us today. So we're going to jump into that and more from our expert contributors, and I want to give a shout out to wholebodyfuel.com. This is a chef-prepared meal delivery service that is going to show up every week to your home or office. And I'll tell you, I love when I receive my meals. They are convenient, they're healthy, it's organic, all types of meal plans as well. If you're a vegetarian out there, they've got vegetarian, paleo, all types of different meal programs, and they're all chef-prepared. Chef Brian Adamo, really awesome guy, great chef. And they also, of course, they've got the world-famous protein donuts. If you haven't tried these, you've got to try them out. And for about $8 a meal, you're able to get 10 or 15 so meals per week. And now it's going to be convenient, delivered to your home. That way you're not scrambling for your next meal as you're driving to appointments or running around the kids to soccer practice. So wholebodyfuel.com, check them out online. Let them know the real estate quarterback sent you for special incentives. All right, so let's jump right into it. I want to tell you about a hot listing that I've got here. in Tampa Bay. We've got a property on the beach. It's 1370 Gulf Boulevard over on Clearwater Beach. It's a beautiful property that we have here in Tampa Bay. Now, this property is an end unit, $1.175 million listing of mine. Unit number 401, that is. It's $1.175 million, 2,200 square feet. Beautiful property. You've got tennis, pool, all types of amenities there, and it has one of the lowest community association fees in any of the properties on the beaches over there. Beautiful property, direct beachfront access at this beautiful property. Compliments of PlatinumMVPRealty.com. Check out PlatinumMVPRealty.com. All right, let's jump right into it. We got David Ringo here in studio talking about solar. We're talking about ways that you can, improve your efficiencies. You can take advantage of tax incentives. There's a lot of pros to solar and not that many on the opposite side. So, David, what are you seeing out there, man?
Oh, we're seeing a lot of fun things out there. We're seeing a lot of, we got a fantastic finance options out there. Like you said, the tax incentives are great right now for the federal tax incentives. Fantastic. So we're seeing a lot of good things, man. A lot of business coming our way. It's going very well right now. So.
Talk to me about the economics of solar. I think that's one of the misconceptions people have out there. So you offer finance options, and this stuff is really, it's going to pay back pretty quickly.
Very quickly. I get asked all the time, what's the return on investment on solar? And the beautiful part about it is you can get solar installed in your house tomorrow and then be saving money from day one.
Wow.
Your finance payments are less than your electric bill, so you really save money from day one. No money out of pocket. We can extend loans out for a little while, make them really inexpensive.
No money out of pocket.
No money out of pocket.
Wow.
And then you get a 30% tax credit first year. That can carry over for a few years if you don't have the appetite for that much.
30% tax credit. That's huge. I had Jake Alexander reach out to you. Hopefully, you guys were able to speak.
Yes, absolutely.
He's not a CPA, but essentially it's very similar. It's an enrolled agent with the IRS, and Jake does a great job. And we were talking about you guys on the show, and he said, I actually need to brush up on that a little bit. I said, and I recommended you guys talk.
Yes.
So, I think that's another area of just added benefit.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, when you get a tax credit, if you're on the fence already and you need a tax credit, if you can save $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on your taxes next year just by getting solar, that in itself is a great idea,
Yeah. So it's sounding better and better as we go here, David.
It does.
No money out of pocket.
Right.
You're improving the value of your home.
Yes.
A property, let's say property A and B are all things equal. This one has solar. That one doesn't. That one's going to sell faster.
It is.
And for more money with probably less days on the market as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We see that a lot. But the one question that, we got a lot of people in here that deal with real estate more so than I do today. It seems like a great group to ask this question to. But we need to start talking about what the value add is because whoever the original homeowner is, they spend a lot of money to put solar in a house, right?
Right.
And just like you said, house A and house B identical and floor plan, everything else.
Yep.
One has solar on it, producing no electric bill, and the next one has an electric bill for the rest of the has an electric bill every day or every month. So how do you evaluate how much that solar system means to that house? And that's a question that I'm going to start working on here very soon. I've got some ideas we're going to be rolling out and talking to a lot of realtors and so on because Florida is a very fresh market in the sense of solar. You go to California, they got it all figured out. They know how much they can value a house. But here it's one thing that we're trying to figure out. So
yeah, it's interesting.
It is. But you're right. It not only does it sell faster, people love to see the green homes anymore. They do. So
I think so, and it comes down also to a moral decision too. I think it's as we go here and the technology becomes better, it's more affordable than ever. Financing options, tax credits. By the way, if you just joined us, we're talking with David Ringo, 3D Solar here in Tampa Bay, part of Tampa Bay Business Journal's Fast 50. His company actually came in at number 12. Can you imagine that? Fast 50, number 12 on that list, and just racking up the accolades. It seems, David.
Yeah, it surprised us. We went to that Fast 50 and we were expecting to be 50th to 49, 48, something like that. We figured we'd be the first ones out the room, right? And we sat there as a group, and I thought for a little bit, I wonder if they just left us off the list or something. But they kept going and going, and then we were 12th. We were blown away. So It was exciting. And I took the whole crew down there, the whole office, my whole management group. So we all had a good time, and and we celebrate our successes and went right back to work afterwards.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Let's
man.
get above 12 next year. That's our goal. So.
Sounds like you're kind of like the Lombardi on the team, right? You're the coach. You're saying, hey, we've got some good stuff behind us, but let's get back to work.
Exactly. You have to stay focused. We pat ourselves on the back like we got 12th there, and I can't remember 700. It's written down here, 743 on the Link or Inc. 5000 list, and
wow.
we debuted there. So hopefully next year we're in the top 500 or less. But once we get those, we don't rest. We're trying to figure out how we can get more. And again, this is all. There's a couple of things. There's a double-edged sword, and I love growth and all that stuff. But the number one thing that we have is the right culture to fit. Customer service, because if you don't have a good base of people that are really interested in the end user and making a good experience for them,
right.
we wouldn't have any of this.
Yeah.
So we focus on that, and these things will come. These are a byproduct of building a company that's focused on the customer.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it sure will.
Yep.
Inc. 5000, I'm looking at the document right here. It says, welcome to the most exclusive club in business. On behalf of all of us at Inc., I'm delighted to inform you that 3D Solar has earned the position of 743 on the 2018 Inc. 5000.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. I can remember as a kid reading that magazine. I don't know if you ever read that magazine, but I can remember reading that as a little kid going, man, these companies must be something,
Yeah.
And it's our debut was 743. It was shocking to me.
That's really cool.
We were very excited, obviously. So,
super cool.
Yep.
Check out David Ringo and 3D Solar. What's the website, David?
It's 3-dsolar.com.
3-dsolar.com. And, of course, you can find his information, consumerqb.com. All of our expert contributors are on our website, consumerqb.com. You can see links to his headshot, his logo, all of their information will be there, website, contact information. And check out the YouTube videos, YouTube, Facebook. Follow us online, Instagram, at Brandon Rhymes 1, and Twitter, and then also Facebook, of course. So stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. When we come back, we're going to talk with Nick Kick-Care, BMC Mortgage, also our expert contributors coming up, and we have a feel-good story of the week for you as well. So stay right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
This is Work Done, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show hosted by my man, Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here. Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by Platinum MVP Realty, the top listing agent here in Tampa Bay, helping our sellers profit more on the sale of their real estate properties. Top 1% of all realtors nationwide just selected into that club last week. Really cool news. Real excited about that. Got a hot property out east here. I want to let you know about this one in Hillsborough County. 5506 Dallas Way, Valrico, River Hills Country Club. 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, gated community, beautiful property that is sure to impress. It's a one-owner home. The owner is actually the contractor that built the home as well, so he put all of the best upgrades in it. Corner lot pool home, $540,000. Beautiful listing. Square foot is 3,500 square feet over at Dallas Way in Valrico. Beautiful property listing. I got a South Tampa beautiful here property as well. This is a gym in South Tampa, 3911 West Euclid Avenue. This is in the Tampa Plant High School District, one of the most sought after areas for high schools. 4 bedrooms, 3 full bath, 2 half bath, $837,000 just reduced, and a beautiful property here in South Tampa, 4,000 square feet. And a gorgeous property, another property here in Tampa Bay, the best place to live, work, and play.
Somewhere sunny and 75.
And let's give a shout out to the Bilmar Beach Resort over on Treasure Island. Our official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show is the Bilmar Beach Resort, 10650 Gulf Boulevard, Treasure Island, and filled with fantastic and generous amenities. Make your vacation that much more special. The Bilmar Beach Resort has been one of the most sought after destinations in Treasure Island area for years. Whether you're planning a business, a wedding, or just a family vacation, check out the Bilmar Beach Resort, Gulf Boulevard, Treasure Island. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you for special incentives. They are our official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, we're back here in studio. David Ringo. We were talking 3D solar. He's coming up as well back in our lightning round. We've got Nick Kick here. We're going to talk mortgage now with Nick. We're going to talk mortgage, down payment, how you can get into some real estate. So, Nick, what are you seeing out there? What's some of the top, misnomers that people have around mortgage? I think sometimes it's around down payment. They think, I've got to put, 20% down or 30% down. Let's start there. I think it's less than people think, right?
Yes, there's a lot of products out there now where you don't have to break your bank in order to get into a home. Obviously, if you can put more money down, it lowers your payment. But I have products that you can get 100% financing on. I have products with 3% unconventional, which is just the regular Fannie Freddie Mac type of loan, where they put the 3% down, they get in a home, they get a good interest rate, and then they can build their credit and possibly build their equity in the home to get something better. Also, we always have the FHA loans where you can get the 3.5% down payment. We also are linked up with the counties and the e-housing. We work with down payment assistance. I have a couple clients I'm working with right now that the county's given them $7,500 towards closing. Their realtor was good and got them some seller contributions, so they're coming out of pocket maybe with a $500 to $1,000, and they're into a $200,000.
I think we need to repeat that one. $7,500.
Yes.
Down payment assistance to the buyer. Mm-hmm. Now, is that a first-time buyer?
It's a first-time home buyer, and that's also a misconception. When you hear first-time home buyer, everybody thinks, okay, if I've owned a home in my life, that means I won't qualify for this program. That is not correct.
Right.
As long as you have not owned a home in the past 3 years, you are considered a first-time home buyer again and can qualify for these programs.
That's right.
So this way, like I said, you get a good agent, get you some seller contribution. I get you the down payment assistance. You're coming out of pocket with next to nothing into a brand new home.
Hey, we're practically paying people to buy homes nowadays,
and that's
right?
the way it works, right? People, need to deserve the American dream. You know, own your own home, stop paying rent, build your own equity, build your own portfolio. You get that first home under your belt, learn how to, manage that money. That way you can even look at investing in real estate on your own and earn money on income-driven properties.
That's right.
So by buying your first home and getting it as soon as possible, don't be scared. Get into it and start your portfolio.
Absolutely.
It's only going to make you a better buyer and stronger for creditors in the future and help your family for years to come.
Yeah, think about the legacy that you're leaving by, if you've come from a family of renters and maybe it's you're in socioeconomic class, or maybe near the bottom tier of of that. You can turn it around. I think I like what you said there, Nick. You can turn it around just by understanding more. You go and sit for these down payment assistance programs. They're going to show you. And there's nice people there. They're going to walk you through the process of how to obtain free money that's down payment assistance. It's based from government bond programs. There's different ways that the money flows, but that's the thing. I mean, we are here in one of the most opportunistic, best times to be alive as a human being here in this internet world that we live in, and the market's been booming for a while. So, the time to do it is now, because there is going to be a correction, some type of a correction coming soon.
Yes. And the first-time homebuyers are my favorite clients. They're the most worried, and I love speaking with them, putting them at ease. Every one of my clients, I tell them, I said, if you're anything like me, you're going to wake up in the middle of the night with a question and not be able to fall back asleep. I tell them to grab your phone, shoot me a text message, call me or email me so you don't forget your question. I don't want it to keep you up at night. So this way, if I'm up, I'll respond at 1 a.m. As long as you call me first, I don't mind. Yeah. I've had customers doing it before. I've had a veteran I was helping. He was a young guy, 25 years old. And I was answering all his questions, and he said, hey, I'm at a friend's house. We have some people over. We're, having some drinks. He's like, but some of them have questions. Do you mind?
Yeah.
It's like, not a problem. He put me on speakerphone, and it was just rapid-fire questions.
Dude.
And I ended up having 3 more people out of just his little house party come to me for advice and working with them on repairing credit and getting them into a home.
Very nice.
I like that one. That's nice. So from that, you're able to, create those relationships that last a long time.
Yes. And that's what I prefer. I don't consider them clients. I consider them friends. I have a lot of them that I've met at closings or throughout the process, and we'll still talk now. I always try to leave my lines of communication open, because the second you close on your mortgage, you'll get more mail from people you've never even heard of before, trying to get you to go with some product they have or not. And it looks official, and it worries them very much, being the first-time home buyer. So I make them, take a snapshot or FaceTime me with that picture of what came in the mail, so I can tell them if it's legitimate or not.
I like that.
Because I do not want them to get taken for anything, because, they aren't first-time home buyers. They don't know everything that comes along with it. So it worries them, and they think they got to do everything that's sent to them. And that's not the case. So that's why I'm always here for them from the beginning all the way till they decide to purchase another home or an investment or their friend or family.
I like that.
I prefer to do it that way. I don't want to just become a ghost after I close your loan. I'm not a ghost. I'm still there for you.
Yeah, hey, that's strong. I like that. If you just joined us, I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. We're talking with Nick Kick, BBMC Mortgage, and our expert contributor in the mortgage space. He's our go-to guy. Now, let's talk about veterans. You talked about the vet that you were working with. Veterans, our government has a low approval rating. If depending on where you look, it's in the teens. For Congress, the Senate. The government-backed veteran loan, 100% financing. That's one thing our government did right.
Yes, they did that very right. And then our company as well, the president of our mortgage division is a West Point graduate. So he takes it to heart to make sure we take care of veterans as a company as well. So we do not charge any bank fees for any of our VA loans. Nice. So they're not paying any origination, no underwriting, no processing, none of those types of points there. So they're already saving close to $2,000 by going with us as a veteran.
Wow.
We also donate $125 to the Veterans Choice of one of 4 veteran charities that we have. So that's on every loan that we close. We want to make sure that we give back to the veterans, whether it's a VA loan or not. We want to continue to take care of them because, as you said, we know the government hasn't taken care of them so well, so we take it upon ourselves to do as much as we can.
Yeah.
And then we also will pay for the appraisal for the veterans. So
that's awesome.
They're saving well over $2,000 by going with us. Our rates are competitive, and we know how to get the job done.
Yeah.
And that's the important part. The VA does have some exceptions. There's not always cookie cutter loans, so we know how to package it correctly to get it approved by the VA.
Yeah.
And I do prefer those as well. I have a lot of the times my VA loans, because of our fees being so low, they'll put a $1,000 deposit down on a home. They're getting most of that back at closing. So basically, as you said before in the down payment, we're paying them to buy a home.
Yeah.
And this way they can start their home ownership. So.
That's awesome. Yeah, I like that. So, with the VA, it's such a strong product. I think people just don't understand, like you'd mentioned before with first time buyer, that's every 3 years. If you haven't bought a home in 3 years, you're a first time buyer. That's something that's there. So we want people reaching out. We want to engage you as your resource here with the Consumer Quarterback Show. We're Tampa Bay and the Gulf Coast region's #1 consumer advocate for a reason. 5 years running now, we're helping you with those decisions. So what else are you seeing out there? Rates are starting to tick up.
Yes, rates are ticking up. It's still, if you're hemming and hawing whether you should go in and buy a home now or you want to wait a little time, I would definitely pull the trigger now. Not only are rates going up, but also property values are going up. So if you wait too long, you're going to lose some of that equity you would have had in your home or the opportunity to build the equity in your brand new home, as well as you're getting lower payments now because the rates are creeping up. And as you watch the news and stuff, you'll see what they're talking about, with the job growth and different meetings, and then the trade things that are going on with Canada and Mexico. Those are all factors that are driving up our rates.
Yep.
So if you're working on a loan right now, or you already have a broker, I would look into locking your loan, or give me a call, and this way we can see what we can do as well. It's always great to make sure that you are working with somebody competitive.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt for them to shop with you, right?
Exactly. I mean, you want to make sure you're getting the best possible deal for yourself, because this is the biggest purchase you're going to have your whole entire life.
That's
all right. And it's going to be the first of many, hopefully. So you want to make sure that you're getting taken care of the best.
Yeah.
And also a good thing, too, is you want to have a relationship built between your lender and your realtor, because if they can communicate as much as you want, it's going to be a smooth transition for you.
Excellent, great stuff. By the way, Platinum MVP Realty also offers incentives for veterans out there. We're going to rebate back 1/4 to 1/2 point back on any veteran deal that we do, buyer side or list side. We're going to help out our veterans as well. So Nick Kick, great job. BBMC Mortgage, we want you reaching out. ConsumerQB.com, you can see links there. You can reach out to our hotline, 813-670-7372. Call or text 813-670-7372. And we'll be right back after this short break. Don't go anywhere.
This is Work Done, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show, hosted by my man, Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Hi, my name is Joe Stalteri. I'm one of the owners of Complete Care Systems. At Complete Care Systems, we do carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, tile and grout cleaning, tile and grout sealing, wood floor and laminate floor deep cleaning, as well as stripping and waxing of linoleum and vinyl floors, and a whole lot more. We also run daily deals and special, which you can find at CompleteCareSystems.com, or simply call Trisha up at 727-364-5158, and she'll answer all your questions and give you over the phone free estimates. Or she'll send me out to your home or office to give you an on-site free estimate. At Complete Care Systems, we don't cut corners, we clean them.
You're listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, owner of Platinum MVP Realty, published author, professional speaker. Check out our book on Amazon. Become the MVP in your industry by surfing the radio waves. We'd love for you to check it out and buy a copy. That's part of our prequel to our new business with Ken Shamrock, Des Woodruff, the Business Growth Celebrity Academy. Check it out, bgca.co. All right, we're back here in studio helping you win. Got a couple of hot listings I want to let you know about here in beautiful Tampa Bay. This first property is a South Tampa, beautiful opportunity for investors out there. We talked about that before with 103 South Havana Avenue. This is perfect for an Airbnb or a investor that wants to come in and buy this property. $560,000, just reduced it down, and it's a great property right there in South Tampa. Check out the beautiful pictures online on our website, platinummvprealty.com. And Fabre Frameworks does all of our real estate photography. Fabre Frameworks does a great job for us, and our real estate photography, they're doing headshots now as well. All right, we got another property in Old Northeast section of St. Petersburg, 215 12th Avenue Northeast, St. Pete. 4 bedrooms, 5 bath, SIPS panel construction. This property is completed now. Beautiful. Came out very nice. 3,752 square feet, $1.4 million listing of mine. And all of our listings are available for you at platinummvprealty.com. You can also search the MLS there. You can do a valuation of your property from our website. And it's a powerful system that will help you set up a drip. If you'd like to look at it, keep your eye on a certain neighborhood or zip code, you can do that all from our website, platinummvprealty.com. All right, we've got Donna Baran here in studio, Baran Property Management, talking about how you can, as an investor, let's say you want to buy real estate, you've got rental properties out there, you don't want to deal with the calls, the as they say, the tenants, toilets, and termites in the industry in the real estate. Donna Baran and her husband Chris Baran, Baran Property Management, they do a great job. So welcome back in, Donna.
Hey, thanks for having us. So in the property management world right now, we are dealing with budgets and annual meetings and elections. So this is actually considered our busy time of the year as far as dealing with the client one-on-one and the board of directors.
Yeah.
So we are knee deep right now in setting up budgets for 2019 for all of the associations that we have, getting them ready to have their meetings so that they can approve or disapprove and make any changes that they need to. One thing that I really am glad that I heard from both is the customer service aspect, because a lot of people today, they lose sight of that.
Right.
And I'm glad to hear that there's other people out there that are going on the same wave of customer service and making sure that you don't lose that relationship, whether they're your client or not. You are there to help. You're on call 24/7, and that's the biggest thing is being there for your client. So, we always do the first stages of our setup as far as doing the budgets and the annual meeting and stuff. We get all that stuff prepped so that the boards don't have to deal with it. So that's really what we're working on right now, and we're kind of just trying to get through everyone and get everything set up so we can get our meetings set up. But we're having fun, and we're meeting with new people, potential clients, and again, it's that customer service. That's what's setting us apart from our competition right now.
That sounds like a lot of work, putting those budgets together and the board, the elections.
Oh, it's good times right there.
Yeah.
And that's where knowing your statutes come in, because if you don't, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble. You can get your boards in trouble.
Right.
The association, it goes on and on. So it's really important to know, like, if it's a condo or HOA and what guidelines you need to follow. You have certain days, you have 60 days, 90 days. You have to follow specific things. And if you don't, you're dead in the water.
You're opening yourself up for suit and all types of stuff.
Absolutely.
Wow.
One angry homeowner. That's all it takes.
It's all it takes. That one client that just whatever the situation was. So let's talk about that. I like to examine the landlord-tenant relationship sometimes, because you're dealing with that. You've got extensive knowledge in that space, because there are a lot of misconceptions with that. The landlord-tenant. You hear people get of course when they're angry. Well, I'll just evict them then, and I'll just or I'll stop paying my rent, or whatever it might be. What are some of the top things that you see mostly?
Same. If there's an issue inside, if it's a single family and there's an issue inside, the owner most likely doesn't know the guidelines of what they can and can't do as the landlord.
Right.
And the same with the tenant. They don't know what they can and can't do. So when there's something going on, they automatically just go at each other. No, I'm leaving and you're getting evicted. But there's steps that you have to take. You have to
Right.
follow those steps properly. And it's always good to have a middleman. It's very bad when an actual person that owns the house is renting and is acting as the landlord, because you have that relationship.
Right.
And now when there's an issue, where's the line?
Right.
Where if you have a middleman, you have a management company. So that is the middleman. That is who your tenant's going to go to. It's not that they have to call the owner at 2 o'clock in the morning. Hey, I have an issue and it's your fault and you have to come fix it. And that's where it all, starts. Where
Right.
if you have a management company, they deal with it, come out, assess the issue. Okay, here's what we have to do. Here's who we have to bring in. Let the owner know, and it relieves everybody's stress, I think. So.
That's right. Yeah, so Baran Property Management here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. I'm talking with Donna Baran, Baran Property Management. So with the, because that happens if the landlord doesn't fix something, or if there's a leaky toilet or whatever it might be, they say, well, I'm just not going to pay the rent then. Wrong thing to do, right?
Absolutely.
Because then now you're setting them up to have actionable offense.
Yeah, and so what happens is basically if the tenant says, okay, I'm not paying my rent, then the owner goes to court, starts the eviction process, and then he has a certain amount of time to get out, or he pays his rent and they resolve the issue. The problem is if there's, depending on what the specific problem is if that tenant doesn't report the problem quick enough to the owner,
right,
and then takes it upon themselves to try to fix it, and then goes to the owner and says, okay, I had my toilet leaked, it leaked downstairs, and I did this, and it cost $8,000 to fix it. The owner's like, well, you didn't tell me. You have to let us know. So it's just communication. I mean, it always goes back to that communication. You have to talk and let people know what's going on. And so like for us, when we manage these single families, we'll go to them. I check in weekly with those tenants. And most of the time, everything's great. But there may not be a time. But now at least somebody's checking in with them, and they don't feel like they're in the dark and they're doing it on their own. So
yeah, that's important, and it's the way you communicate as well, right? You've got everything has to be documented. What is it? Certified letters. What do you recommend in that place?
If depending on what the issue is, if you're just doing a follow up or checking in, I mean that could be by email, by phone call, by text.
Yeah.
But if you have something that let's say there is a leak, then I suggest that you do certified mail, just because you need to make sure that person's getting the information that the owner needs to communicate to them.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's important. Such an important aspect of it. And going on the investor line here, I think right now is such a great time to be investing in real estate. There's great mortgage programs, but we'll ask Nick about that here in a moment. But there's great opportunities for investors. And then one of the biggest things is, well, I don't have time. I don't. So that's where you come in as an expert contributor here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. You are the go-to person for property management. So you've done hundreds of properties over the years, and you've seen these problems, and for a nominal fee, that investor can come in, buy real estate, and then utilize you and your services and your team to make it a seamless process.
Yes.
And you can go in, and the process is it's just simply, hey, you're going to collect rents, you're going to help them, you market the property. Can you explain a little bit of what all the services are that you?
So we go on a weekly basis. We'll do inspections, check in with them, deal with any issues, vendors, contractors, any of that. If the person's moving out, go in, make sure that the property is ready for a new tenant to come in. If they want us to help show it, we'll do that as well. We can list, try to get them potential tenants that come in. And then just really from A to Z, and then start collecting the rent for them, get it into their account, and they really don't have to deal with it at all.
Now, when it comes to money exchange, do you have a preferred system that you use for that?
Right now, we're partnered up with BB&T. So all of our accounts go through that for associations, condos, and then if the single families want us to actually collect their rent, then we'll go through that process and set it up as almost like an ACH, where it automatically withdrawals, goes right into the owner's account. And we're kind of out of it. We're just monitoring the account to make sure the money goes in, nothing's coming out, that kind of stuff. as an owner, you don't want to touch the cash.
Right.
You just want to watch the process and make sure it's seamless.
Yeah, that seems like to me the best way to do it. If if you can set it up on some type of auto system, set it and forget it. Make it just seamless for everybody. Because when you get if you do start touching the monies and it's just
it just gets sticky. You don't want to do it.
And I remember back to my real estate licensing. Is it an interest bearing account or a non-interest bearing? It's like all these different questions, and like you said before, the compliance side.
Yep, you have to just make sure, and you have to make sure that what they signed up for is what they're getting, and those type of things is what you want to take off the owner's plate.
Right.
But actually touching the money, you don't want anything to do with
That's
it.
right. All right. Stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. When we come back, we're going to jump into our feel-good story of the week. Every week, we're going to tell you something positive. Every day, we're going to the battle against the nonsense in the mainstream media, the negativity that seems to be out there. And we're going to come back in with our top tips from our expert contributors here, David Ringo in studio, Nick Kick, and Donna Baran. So stay with us. Do not touch that dial. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
Hey, everybody. I'm Forbes Riley, celebrity TV fitness host and creator of The Spin Gym. I'm here today with Brandon Rhymes, and you're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Great ways to get happy, healthy, and wealthy.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at ConsumerQB.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at ConsumerQB.com.
Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, the Consumer Quarterback Show. Platinum MVP Realty, helping you win in any marketplace. Check out our daily TV show, WeBeam TV, 10 a.m. You can stream it live from our website as well, ConsumerQB.com. You can see all the B-roll footage, the videos, the properties. You can see the streaming version of our TV show. And, of course, 5 o'clock drive time right here on 1380 The Biz, the Wall Street Business Network. Weekend show Sunday mornings on FM 102.5 The Bone, helping you win in any marketplace. That is our goal. And we have our expert contributors here in studio today. David Ringo, representing 3D Solar, Nick Kick in the house, BBMC Mortgage, and Donna Baran Property Management. And of course, I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. So got a hot listing here in beautiful St. Petersburg. I want to let you know about this one. It's 113 Seahorse Drive, Southeast. It's Unit B, Waterside at Coquina Key North. 2-bedroom, 2-bath property. Beautiful listing here. And it's $169,000. And if you look at some of the views here, you've got $1 million views in some of the common areas of the bay, the Gulf of Mexico area. Beautiful property. Check it out. Platinum MVP Realty, another beautiful listing of mine, and we would love to show it to you. All right, every day we're telling you something positive in our feel-good story of the week. Here we go.
Tell me something good.
Teacher receives 3 a.m. message from former student, drives her to job fair, and watches her baby. A teacher in Chicago has gone above and beyond the call of duty, showing the world what a teacher's job is never done. LaShonda Carter always told her students that she'd be there for them if they're ever in need, and she didn't disappoint. I'm holding a baby in my arms. This is not my baby, Carter said in a video she posted on her Facebook page. According to Carter's video, the former student messaged her on Facebook around 3 a.m. and told her about some recent struggles. She said she recently needed a job. She went to a job fair but had no idea how to make it. Carter immediately stepped in. She made arrangements for her own daughter, picked up the former student, and held the 18-year-old month baby in the car while she applied for jobs. So there's our feel-good story of the week, and really cool. So we have some positive things happening out there. You may not see it so much in the struggles between the mainstream medias, but we're going to tell you about it here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, we're jumping into our lightning round here. We're going to give you some top tips, nuggets of advice.
The lightning round.
I am so good at lightning rounds.
I made you lightning round.
All right, so David, Ringo, 3D Solar, top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom.
Absolutely. You had a picture a minute ago of one of our guys in the front yard, and what I would do is he's with a customer holding up a solar panel. So what I would do is make certain that when you guys do any research on companies that they don't just sell you something and leave, because that seems to be a very common thing in the solar industry right now. And we have a picture of many pictures of them, but one that we had here today is in Land O'Lakes. The guy is he's so happy to be with us, but I would do the research to make certain that they follow through. This is the picture here.
Nice.
That's Scott Waite, and that's our salesman Chris Lawless. A shout out to him because he's out beating the pavement every day. They do door to door, so he's out working, and there's a lot of our guys that do that door to door. And this time of year, it's tough to do. But do your research. Make sure people aren't just going to sell you something and leave. We're there for you the whole process, and hopefully to make friends long term,
Yeah, that's awesome. Like you said, the customer service side, the fact that you're on the Fast 50 in Tampa Bay, number 12 there. So really cool story, and continued success, David. That's awesome, man.
Thank
Great
you so
stuff.
much, man.
Nick Kick, BBMC Mortgage. So top tips, nuggets of advice, words of wisdom.
Top tip I can say right now is cash is not always king. Everybody thinks having cash on hand is the best. I need to see the money in the bank as any other lender will. So if you have money sitting in a safe or underneath your mattress and plan on buying a home, deposit it as soon as possible.
Good idea.
Also, talking about cash is king, a lot of people want to just go and pay cash for their home. They want to plunk down, $100,000, $200,000 cash so they don't have a mortgage. There's a lot better things you can do with that money and reinvest it. You can buy multiple homes. There's a lot of things you can do with that cash. So before you go in and want to pay cash for your home, give me a call so we can talk about a game plan on how we can help you make more of that cash you would spend.
Great point. You hear the term OPM, other people's money. You got to leverage. Think about the people back in 07, 08 who paid cash, and then all of a sudden the market turned. Now their money, all their savings is tied up in that $300,000 asset, and I bet they wish they didn't put all their money down. That's a situation. You got to think about that. You want to think about leverage. And, we've got, financial advisor with the show here, Michael Lysenko. He can help you as well if you're looking to put that money to work into a different area. So if you are in that situation, and you got to evaluate this. You got to have your power team. You want your realtor talking to your CPA, talking to your mortgage advisor, talking to your financial planner, talking to your insurance agent. All these people on your power team need to be talking to each other to make sure that you're not setting yourself up for failure and getting to a situation where you're over leveraged or not taking advantage of leverage in that case that Nick described. All right, Donna Baran Property Management, top tips.
If you're looking for a management company, whether you're an association or an investor, just make sure you're asking the right questions. Make sure you're make sure you're going through that checklist of who's going to be there for you when you need them. How are you doing the accounting? Who do you have my money with? I mean, those are important questions that any association or investor needs to know before going with somebody. And just asking the right questions and giving the right answers. And whether they're a client or not, we make ourselves available for people. So we're here to answer those questions and to help any boards or investors that need any guidance or help with anything.
I like that. And that's really your bread and butter. You're looking to work with associations.
Yeah.
Right. So any of our listeners out there, viewers of our TV show, we want you reaching out. We'd love for you to, connect Donna with any associations out there. Maybe you're on the board yourself, or here's a situation. Maybe you're in a board and you're dealing with a management company that you're not particularly happy with. Donna, what would you do in that situation? Go in and kind of review what they're doing and offer.
Yeah. So we would go in, we would see what they're currently dealing with, what they're looking for. We customize every single property. We do not have a cookie cutter sheet that we say, this is what you're going to get, this is how much you're going to pay, and that's it. So we customize it to what you need, what you want. We can, do little, we can do a lot. It just really depends on what you're looking for. So we're here to answer the questions, and we'll walk you through it from A to Z. We don't just come in, get the account, and then you become a number. You're actually a client you have our direct cell phone numbers. You can call us 24/7. And again, it's that customer service that sets us apart from the others.
I like it. That's great stuff. ConsumerQB.com. You can see links and contact to all of our information, all of our expert contributors at ConsumerQB.com. I've got one for you here in my nuggets of advice. I would say what you want to do here is develop. You want to follow what Dr. Edward Banfield of Harvard laid out. He conducted a 50-year study into the socioeconomic ladder. Like, how do people move up? How can one person, and a lot of times you see this with immigrants, right? They move into the country. They're just so happy to be here. They've heard that America's the land of opportunity. They're saving every dime they make. They're being frugal with their dollar, right? So Dr. Edward Banfield of Harvard conducted a 50-year study into what causes some people to be more successful than others. How do you, in other words, move up the socioeconomic ladder faster than some people do and other people do, right? So what he concluded after this 50-year study, he concluded that the number one way that you can improve your life and move up that ladder is to develop long-time perspective. Think about it. So if you go into a business, you're thinking about a business plan or, your life plan, right? The longer that you develop and the longer term that you think these things through and the more patience you have, that's the flip side, is you got to have patience to execute, right? So the other side of that would be short-term perspective. So you think about tension relieving activities, like a lot of people, Friday afternoon, it's 5 o'clock, they're going to go get some beer, whatever they're doing, right? So the long-time perspective versus the short-term immediate tension relieving activities, that's going to help you be more successful. So take it out of Dr. Edward Banfield of Harvard's study and develop that long-term perspective for yourself. All right, we got a couple minutes here. Let's go another round here. David Ringo, 3D Solar, top tips, nuggets of advice, words of wisdom.
Hey, I just want to say congratulations on the 1%.
Thank you.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit, or is this
Yeah, it's just really cool. I got an email from a group out in California that they compile these lists and put the list together, and kind of similar to the Fast 50. It's one of those things where you put in the work, you grind, you develop it. A decade now of being a realtor, developing the show 5 years ago, and now. Boom, to have that.
That's awesome. That's 1% nationally?
One more accolade. That's right.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
appreciate
That's
that.
very cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be 1% someday. We're still working on it.
Hey, you're doing all the right things. You guys are really, and I think the side of solar, too, that people don't, really, it's a lot about economics in our world, that we live in. It's all about return on investment, as you mentioned, tax incentives. But, solar really plays to the heart of, Mother Earth, man.
Yes, it does. It does. Most of the people that work for us feel good about it because they know they're helping the environment. And they know that, no matter how long they work for us, however long they're here, or whatever, we're doing good for the environment. So everybody likes that. The homeowners And most everybody that works with us likes that.
That's
that
right.
aspect of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like a moral obligation to give back, to help in those situations. So, awesome. Good stuff. David Ringo, 3D Solar, Nick Kick, BBMC Mortgage, Donna Baran, Baran Property Management. Great job today. Great show. A lot of good areas covered there for all of our viewers and our listeners of our show. But now it's up to you to engage. How can you engage with us? How can we help you? We want to serve you and help you live a better life. We would love to engage with you. Facebook.com, Consumer Quarterback Show, at Brandon Rhymes 1 on Instagram and Twitter. We'd love to, follow you back as well if you reach out. And ways that we can help you live a better life, that's our goal. And please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Pack up some food or clothing, hand it to that person that you see in need, and be a force for good in the community. Do something kind for one another, and maybe volunteer at a food drive. So we'll see you next time right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at ConsumerQB.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show, weekday afternoons at 5 on AM 1380. The Biz.
Are you a real estate agent looking to take your business to the next level and supercharge your marketing? Hi, I'm Brandon Rhymes, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and host of the Real Estate Quarterback Show, syndicated radio and TV show talk program on iHeartRadio, 102.5 The Bone, daily 5 o'clock drive time on 1380 The Biz, and our TV show is on WeBeam TV. We're looking for real estate agents that want to join our team and supercharge their marketing utilizing some of our innovative strategies. We utilize the Real Geeks platform, Facebook marketing, internet marketing, and a lot of the traditional methods as well. Postcard mailers mailed for you, postage, signage, business cards, all paid for by the company. Aggressive real estate splits and ways to help you win in any marketplace. We need you to go out, take applications, and work our plethora of leads that we're generating on a daily basis. Reach out by clicking the form below, and we'd love to have a confidential interview with you.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.